Hi Virgo, welcome to Grounded Oracles. If you are new here, my name is Tracy and you are truly welcome to this Virgo reading, no matter where Virgo falls in your birth chart. This is a general read, it's a timeless read. So if you've clicked on this video, there should be something in it for you, Virgo, no matter how small. And if you are returning, my viewers, my subscribers know how much I appreciate you and that I pray for you daily. I ask you to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so this message can get out to all Virgos who need to hear this and inspire and encourage one another. And with that being said, feel free to drop a comment too for anything that you might want prayer for. I love to pray for people and inspire them and encourage them on their journey. So, Virgo, we're going to jump in. And I usually do some intuition stuff before we start, but I'm going to kind of dial that back a little bit. We're still going to take a look at this oracle card from the deck of Sacred Realms, Rhythms. And this is about radical self love. Reject the impulse to compare. You are enough. Ground, nurture, and adjust. So, how do the shapes, colors, and patterns resonate for you? What do the phrases bring up for you? What does the image bring up for you? Feel free to stretch the intuition muscle. This is something we need to practice and put it into good use so that we can trust our intuition no matter where we are on our journey. So take a shot of this, a picture of this, put it on your vision board, on your phone, and really meditate and journal on this. And then feel free to come back and drop a comment as to how that experience was for you. Okay, Virgo? All right. Now we're going to jump into the tarot, whatever Spirit wants to show us. Okay, Spirit, you are truly welcome here. Please show us today what Virgo needs to know for their best and highest good wherever they are on their journey. Okay, wow. All right. Start with those cards. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. The High Priestess. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, we got some two energy, some decision, some juggling, some indecisiveness. And we had the Four of Pentacles and then the Nine of Wands. Okay, Virgo. Some of you are at a crossroads. And it may not be, I do like to say when I get the twos or something about decision, there does not always have to be an A and B decision. Sometimes there are multiple choices, but you need to choose one of them to take a direction, to take a chance, to take a risk on yourself, an investment in yourself. And so it could be you've got too much on your plate and you need to dial it back. It could be you really have not much in front of you, but in order to change up your life and go in the direction that you want to go in for the kind of authentic self and life dream that you have, you need to make some sort of decision and step out into the unknown and try it. For some of you, it's about overcoming some fears and especially of the unknown, right? Where there's only a little bit of light on the possibility, but the unknown is larger than what you can see. So it may seem super scary. Some of you may be looking at both of these, Virgo. You may be looking at, okay, you're juggling too much. You have to put one or two things down to pick up at a later time, or something that you are going to set aside altogether. Some of these are time sensitive. So if you are feeling pressured and overwhelmed, Virgo, because you need clarity, because you can't see clearly, which may be due to anxieties, overthinking, then I would encourage you to sit down with a pros and cons list. Really tap into your intuition. So, meaning, write your pros and cons list. And sometimes the cons list can look longer than the pros list. But sometimes those things that we write down on the cons list have more weight, right? So if you're brainstorming and you've got 15 things on your pros list and 10 on your cons list, but the con stuff is heavier than the pro list. You've got to use that as well in making a decision. So really use your intuition to make sure you're looking at the values that you want to embody and the kind of energy you want to put into it. Um, just so that you can make a good decision. You don't want to drag this out too long. Go with your gut instincts, but sometimes we can feel a certain way, and sometimes anxiety and fear can get in the way. So this is why we want to practice this intuition and really use it and then trust it. It may not go exactly the way we envision it, but that's okay. We're all on our own journeys to develop our spirit, our soul, and we really want to connect with the divine and our spirit team and bridge that gap, so to speak. So some of that takes trust in the unseen and the unknown. Okay. For those of you that are juggling both of these, both the needing to clear stuff off your plate and the need to make other decisions, this could be because at work you're being asked to choose, are you going to head up this department or are you going to take on this project? And there are deadlines. So try not to allow the unknown or the scary or the deadline to derail you, right? But also don't procrastinate in doing this. Take those things that are more unpleasant and try to get those done first. Deadlines certainly come first because you don't want offers to pass you by. So make sure you're really giving this the weight that you need, and make sure that you're really comfortable from this at all angles. Okay, some of you, this is about clearing off your daily routine so that you have more time for self care. And when you practice this, you're going to feel, you might feel like, okay, I don't have the time for self care. I don't have the time in my schedule. But yet you also know that if you don't make time for it, then that what you do have going on is going to capitulate more. It's going to feel more like a burn in the long run. So it's not always less is more, but sometimes it's the weight of those things. You have to take care of yourself to be able to juggle some of these new chapters you're facing, Virgo, some of these decisions you need to make. Right? And some of these choices are going to be about how you approach money and how you approach the things that are currently on your plate. Okay. So I think the weight of what you have going on right now, Virgo, is kind of putting out your passions, the little flames that you have that are flickering, or the bonfires, however big they are being kind of snuffed out a little bit because of the worries and the anxieties. You have a lot of beautiful things going on, and but self-care is going to be super important to continue to lay the foundations for new projects and events for you. There's new things coming in. There are some things that you are going to need to prioritize, though, and set aside, all right, because some of it is becoming a little too heavy for you. Some of you might be a little too heavy on the obsession side, and you need to kind of dial it back. You'll know. Listen to your body, okay? If you are feeling really worn out and tired, really look at what are you feeding your body? What are you fueling it with? Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, getting your fruits, your vegetables, make sure you're getting out and moving your body every day, or at least stretching if you are somewhere where the weather's bad, because this gets that stuck energy moving again and kind of channels you and opens you up to receive the new. Okay. And I think a lot of this, Virgo, is about learning more about yourself and learning more about your intuition. And as you open up, as you take that step of trust and respect for yourself, you're going to find your intuition sharpens, and you're going to have more of that divine connection that you are going to be more aware of. Some of you are struggling with your awareness, and you're struggling with feeling in tune with your spirit team and the divine. But as you open up, set things aside, and put these things into motion, then everything else kind of flows with it. Okay. but you do have some passionate new ideas coming in. My eyes are being drawn to the Nine of Wands and then the Page of Wands. So it's not the Ace of Wands where we're putting this together and it's becomes the Ten of Wands. It's you have too much going on, but it's almost like if you were to take on one more thing, then there's a lot of areas in your life that may suffer from this, is what I'm intuitively getting. And as you lay some of this down, learning how to listen to your body, listen to your mind, and doing some things afraid, but at the same point, not being indecisive about it. There can be a fine balance, right? Like the Two of Pentacles is like juggling those two things on one foot. So you've got a lot of different things going on. You want to make room for the new, and you want to make sure you do your research, okay? And sometimes that's just sitting with yourself and journaling and writing down what it is that comes to mind, because those, when you're practicing your self-care and your relaxation, some of those things become more clear for us and they just kind of emerge. Like, have you ever noticed when you take a shower and you're just kind of relaxing and getting rid of the old energies, grounding yourself, that sometimes you get more creative ideas in the shower than you do anywhere else. And that's just because you're learning to let energies go and you are embracing relaxation so your mind can kind of loosen its grip on things, Virgo. Mm, beautiful. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some oracle cards to see if there's anything else Spirit wants to show us for Virgo. Okay, and we've got two jumping out. We have DNA, karma. Some of you may be in the medical field. Um, I'm just seeing the emblem for the medical field, and you may need to decide which course direction you want to take, especially if you are a nurse or nurse practitioner and you want to get into a certain specialty. I think you may be being called to pick up some elective courses, and some of these will open up a new passion for you, a new direction that you may want to add on to your list of strengths and knowledge. Okay, and for some of you, the medical field has been in your family DNA for quite some time. And those of you who are in a healing profession, this can include mental health, spiritual health, physical health. As you as you embrace this more, you're going to be teaching more people how to care for themselves. Okay, if that makes any sense. And then the other card we got is music or harmony. So some of you may need to lay things down so that you can bring music back into your life, because it is an important self-care outlet for you. Music is empowering. Sometimes we just need to listen to it on our way to work or our way home from work to process things. So you are being invited to definitely take a look of how music resonates for you, where it fits in for you. And some of you, this is just the harmony of life, right? There's an ebb and flow. There are mountains, peaks, and valleys. And some of you is just getting on board that life does have an ebb and flow. It's not always going to be living our highest highs or our lowest lows. And I feel like some of you may feel like you're stuck in a rut. But as you're willing to face the tough things, make decisions about things, there is going to be more of a harmony to life. Right? You're going to be invited to dream big, dream bigger, Virgo. Okay. Now we're going to pull one more oracle card, see if there's anything else we need to know about Virgo. All right. Virgo's journey. We drew number 24 or 6. So, and my heart is open to receiving love. Okay, yeah, so far, some of you, you have a new partner and you need to make time for them. For some of you, this may be about family and you're having a hard time balancing both worlds here, your family time, work time, career time. Some of you who have been married a long time, this is about not cutting each other off, right? This is about investing in yourself and investing in your relationship so that love will grow. And for some of you, whether or not you're in a relationship or you're looking for someone, how you love yourself, the self care, and how you invest in yourself. So, meaning, are you giving yourself time to rest? Are you listening to your body? Are you letting spirit love you by speaking synchronicities into your life that show you your path? It could be showing you your spirit animal when you're out for a walk. You could notice new vibrant colors. All of these things are ways that your spirit team speaks to you. So my heart is open to receiving love. That's beautiful. Don't be afraid to include your partner or your other family members or family. Your family, of course, can be made up of friends and other people in your community. To be afraid, don't be afraid to ask for their help. And in that, when you are doing, you are giving and receiving love because you're showing that you are being vulnerable. People love usually to be asked their opinions, to really open up about things. So don't be afraid to tap into that. And I think that it will start this ongoing dialogue that's really going to benefit you and expand your support team, Virgo. All right, that was it for our read, Virgo. I truly hope you found something helpful here for you. And again, please hit that like and subscribe so this message can get out to everyone who needs to hear it. And I hope you have a great week and stay grounded.